All new, all new Toyota 4Runner. We're here at the Chicago Auto Show and we're actually able to alleviate some of our concerns about getting rid of our first gen 4Runner, because here we see the 6th gen coming out, all new. This is the 2025 Toyota 4Runner, and there's actually a promising concept 4Runner here that we need to look into so that you can get a sense of how we can alleviate our disheartened concern about letting go of our first gen 4Runners. So stay tuned. So one of the things we noticed with the new 4Runner is that it actually still has your narrow track, so to speak, except it does have some fender flares that are really interesting right over here. It also comes with standard driving lights in the front. Let's go take a look at it here now that we have a little bit of space to deal with it. When you get into it, you actually are encountered with seats that remind you of the first gen, because they're narrow. It's a narrow cockpit, but it's very new looking. You have modern touchscreen here, modern, actually all digital instrument panel. And the belt line actually feels a little higher than you're typically used to in a 4Runner. So it feels a little bit more chunky than usual. Let's put the seat all the way up and see how it feels. Actually feels pretty good. But let's go up here to the front. I want to show you a little bit of the specs here. We got iForce Max hybrid powertrain, produces 326 horsepower, a little bit more than the 22 RE that we have on our first gen. But one of the things that we see here is our built-in driving lights, which is pretty nice. Of course, you have your navigating system with your camera in the front, and lots of other modern amenities that are somewhat of a departure from what the formula has been for 4Runner, because over the years they've kept it pretty simple as far as sticking to the function as much as the form. But the one item over here that gives us great encouragement is that they have this 4Runner TRD Surf concept, which also is very chunky looking, like they all are these days, except bringing back the iconic, original, removable rear top like our first gen. So this is what actually gives us a little bit of encouragement that maybe we can let go of that first gen aura and get a new one that actually fulfills the same purpose, like a beach buggy or like a Jeep-like off-road vehicle. TRD Surf, pretty neat. Take a look around at this thing. It's got nice interior, similar to the standard 4Runner. This actually is a concept car, but it looks like it is actually pretty much ready to go. So I would kind of expect this to come out soon, but nice touch is the turbo. Kind of brings us back to the first gen turbo, 22 RET. So what do you think? Do you think this provides enough of that magic that we used to have with the first gen? Or would you look for would you like to see something a little toned down than this? I don't know. I'm thinking this is striking just the right tone for what we're looking for. If this is interesting to you, give me a thumbs up, and also check back again here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can make sure that you get involved with what we're coming up with next on our next video here on Driving It Home.